Hello, everyone, and I hope that you enjoyed your little brief introduction lecture as well as the use of an oral style by London. I'm Austin. I'm Austin Jordan specifically. I am a TA that helps Dr. Langford, and I teach, of course, Comms 2300, right? That's why we're all here. So today I'm actually going to be covering concrete and abstract language as well as vivid imagery. Before I get into that, I just wanted to say that I know that an online class is a little weird, especially when you know that you signed up for an in-person class, but I hope that you're adjusting well and that, all of us are here if you ever need any help. So don't be shy of asking for help. So first off, we're going to start off with concrete and abstract language as it shows on the screen here. So what are concrete and abstract languages? Well, let's start off with concrete language. It is specific, it's tangible and definite. It refers to things that we can physically sense, so things that we can touch, smell, hear, see, all those kind of things. Like it goes with the senses, right? Taste. So a hug, we can feel a hug. A bowling ball, it's another one. We can feel a bowling ball. We can also hear it whenever it hits the pins. We can hear it clash with the pins. And then a smile, we can see a smile. And then there's also money. We can see money, we can touch money, we can all these have a physical sense to them, right? I hope you're not tasting money. That would be gross. We don't have an example that shows taste, but a burrito. You can taste a burrito, you can see a burrito, you can smell a burrito, you can hear the meat before they put it like on the actual tortilla. You can hear it sizzling like on the grill. That's all physical sense. That's what I'm getting at for this, right? This is what concrete language is. So what about abstract? Well, it's general or non-specific. Its meaning is open to interpretation, right? Or it's conceptual, or it has no physical reference, right? So if you think about any type of examples, it's love, freedom, happiness, success. Each definition. So your definition of love may be different from my definition of love. And when we think about freedom, we live in the United States. Well, most people, I can't speak for them, but actually, they may think that, freedom is a good thing. But there could be those who think, well, freedom actually has issues and, it might need to be restricted, as another think freedom should be absolute, that everybody should have total freedom. That's two different definitions of what freedom is, right? And then happiness. What you think is happiness and what I think is happiness could be two completely different things, right? And it's also, if you notice, these are things that you can't touch. You can't physically interact with these. These are more on a conceptual, maybe even like an emotional level at some points. But in this case, we're going to keep it as a conceptual or open to interpretation. Same thing with success. So some people may define success as monetary, right? How much money you make. Others may deem it as, you know, did you actually get to do what you wanted to do in life? Is that could be defined as success for you? So that's what concrete and abstract languages are. And so now we're going to move on to vivid imagery. So when we say we need to offer vivid imagery, it has to play back to the concrete and abstract language. So in this case, uh, imagery is concrete language that brings into play the physical senses. So like we said before, we wanted to have an idea whenever you talk about something. You want to have this vivid image that sticks with what this person is talking about, right? So, and it paints a mental picture, which I have an example, obviously, it's on the screen that I'll talk about later, and is more easily recalled than bland, nondescript language. So, whenever we think of types of imagery, we think of auditory, so music, silence, and noise. These are all things that you can physically hear, right? Or how about the visual? You can see colors, you can see patterns like the size of a shirt. You can tell the difference between a small and an extra large. You can see shapes and you can see size, all these different things, right? And then you have tactile, it's things that you can actually touch, texture, movement, temperature. We can feel the temperature. We can feel whenever a car is moving, right? And then you have gustatory, so that describes what we taste. We know that Sour Patch Kids start off sour. You can taste sour, and then you can taste them getting sweet. Or I think of acidic, a lemon. It's very acidic as well as very sour, but it's very acidic. And then bitter. Think of, you know, uh, black coffee. It's just there's no sugar, there's no creamer, there's nothing to make it taste sweet. It just stays bitter. And then obviously you have salty. So potato chips. Potato chips are very, very salty. So I think that those are good vivid representations of imagery. So then we have olfactory, which describes what we smell. We can smell good things. We can smell good food. We can smell someone's nice perfume or cologne, right? And then, unfortunately, we can smell bad odor. We can smell sewage. And unfortunately, we can smell people's BO. We can tell when someone's armpits are a little bit stanky. It's not ideal, but we can smell it, and it sucks that we have to, but it's there. And so when I think of a good concrete image or a good vivid image, think about the Jones AT&T Stadium. Whenever you think about Texas Tech football, one of the first things that comes in your mind, it could be the Jones AT&T Stadium, right? It's directly associated with Texas Tech. You know exactly. It offers, if you're talking about Texas Tech football, it's a great lead-in to show a vivid image of what you're talking about. It's a great example, especially since it's directly associated with our school. So it offers a very good mental picture. It can easily be recalled, and it's definitely not bland because look at all those fans. Does that atmosphere look bland? No, these guys are going crazy right now. Even if we do more than likely lose that game, they're going crazy. So I mean, that's kind of what we talk about. Why it's important to offer vivid imagery when it comes to talking about concrete and abstract language, because it's important that they, or in this case, concrete language, that they work well together so that people have an idea of what it is you're talking about. Because you want whatever it is that you're talking about to stick, and you want that image to really be that reason that it sticks. All right, well, I'm Austin Jordan, and I hope that you enjoyed this little, I guess, online speech. And then I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And please feel free to, if you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're always here for you. We're not going to just leave you guys hanging. We're going to be here every step of the way to help you get through this transitional and weird time. So up next, you guys are going to be learning about using appropriate language, figures of speech, and active voice. So please, like I said, enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the lectures. Thank you.